Rose, Head of Marketing here at Sage Business Group, and this morning I'm joined with Tim McCarthy, Co-Director of Sage Business Group. How are you, Tim?
Thanks, Linda. Yourself?
Good, thank you. Now, Tim, one of the questions we get quite often from our clients is how do we read our BAS? Yeah. So I'm hoping today you can take us through a bit of a presentation on how to read a BAS.
Yep, I reckon in 2 minutes we can make that happen.
Terrific. Okay, let's go.
Okay, so when we're looking at a BAS, first thing we want to look at is up here, the cash or accruals basis. Cash basis means that you're recording your GST when you receive money and when you pay money. Accruals basis means your GST is recorded when you invoice out bills or when you receive invoices. So that's the first aspect. The second is the period. So here we've got the period that's covered up the top. When it comes to the numbers themselves, there's a number of elements that make up your BAS. First one's GST. So the top line here, 1A and 1B. 1A is the amount of GST that is on the income for the quarter. So whether it's on cash or accruals basis, it's the amount of GST related to the income that comes into your business. The 1B is GST you pay out. So GST you pay on expenses for that quarter, again on the cash or accruals basis. So 1A minus 1B will give you the amount of GST that you have to pay or receive as a refund in some cases from the ATO. Item 4 is Payg tax withheld. That's the withholding tax on the wages paid to employees, which may include the directors and related parties as well. So it's withholding of tax when you pay someone a wage. Let's say it's $1,000 is their gross payment for the week, but they receive $800. That $200 you withheld, that's the withholding. So effectively both those taxes there are really made to wash through your business. 5A is the Payg installment amount. This is an installment of tax towards the entity's year-end tax liability. So in this example here, they're paying $2,000 in an installment. That means it comes to the end of the year, if the tax liability, for example, is $15,000, they've already paid $2,000 towards that liability. Next, we've got Fbt Installment. This won't apply to a lot of businesses, but it applies to some. Where you have fringe benefits tax, you make an instalment each quarter, similar to the Payg installment, pay it on a quarterly basis. End of the year, there's an assessment about how much fringe benefits tax you're liable for, take off the installments, and then that will be a payable or a refund at the end of the year. Last but not least, for most people, or actually this is not for most people, this is for some businesses, will be fuel tax credits. So in this case, 7D is a fuel tax credit. So you might be in a business where you're entitled to get credits because of the type of fuel you use and the type of work you're doing. In that case, that fuel tax credit will reduce the amount of payable you have on your BAS. So we then add up all the amounts, the GST, the Payg installments, the Fbt installments, take that together. Away from that comes the GST on purchases, any fuel tax credits. The net amount of those two gives us item 9, and that's the amount payable. So it won't necessarily be that as your business grows, your BAS is bigger, because there's a number of different elements that go to that. The other part I just want to show you quickly is on page 2 of a BAS. This is more an information page. On the information page, it gives us an amount G1, which is our total sales. The Payg tax withheld is W1 is the gross wages you've paid in your business, and W2 is the withholding. So that amount there, that W2 amount, will be on the front page at item 4. And then down the bottom here, there's just details about the instalments for both Payg and for fringe benefits tax, and the basic number that's fed through from the ATO based upon prior year calculations. So that's how you read the BAS. Hopefully that helps to actually understand why sometimes, when we look at this front page here, your BAS can increase or decrease, and there's different reasons why. There's the GST, Payg tax withheld, Payg installments, Fbt installments, and fuel tax credits. I hope that helps.